Okay, everyone's sad because we all have Steam accounts and lots of games there, and the Epic Game Launcher's inferior to Steam, we get it. If you still wanted to get the Outer Worlds without the Epic Games Launcher, you can buy it through the Windows Store. So while it's sad not all of your games are all on the launcher you like, you can still get the game outside of Epic on launch day. Or pirate it and buy it legally a year later at a cheaper price, which a few of us are going to be doing anyway. Maybe more than a few of us. 15 other exclusives have been announced, including Quantric Dreams titles, Heavy Rain, Beyond Two Souls, and Detroit Become Human. There's Ancestors, the Humankind Odyssey from Panache, Control by 505 Games, and Journey to the Savage Planet by Typhoon Studios. Then there are indie titles like Afterparty, The Cycle, Dauntless, Industries of Titan, Kine, The Sinking City, Spellbreak, Solar Ash, and of course, Phoenix Point. And as for games are selling on the platform, it's been reported that Metro Exodus sold 2.5 times as much as its previous Metro game did on Steam. Now, that could be other various reasons we're unaware of, like marketing and popularity of a brand after years. After all, we're comparing it to Last Light, a game which was released back in 2013 on Steam. Nonetheless, for whatever reason, this is all good news for the platform, the developers who take 88% of revenue and have received one-year exclusive deals with financial and technical support, and, of course, us. A major concern with Epic is its supposed being spyware. A post on the 15th of March by TechSpot has stated that Daniel Vogel, Epic's VP of Engineering, says while it does use a tracking pixel, this was done only for supporting creators so they can pay them. It tracks page stats and sends hardware surveys at regular intervals, but everything is outlined by the company's privacy policy. They use SSL certificates and cookies, which are website security standards. The client is a Chromium-based open-sourced browser. Another process the launcher runs scans for active game process to prevent currently running games from updating themselves, and none of that is tracked or sent to Epic. As for accessing Steam data, that only occurs after people confirm their explicit permission. The launcher makes an encrypted local copy of your local config.vdf Steam file. However, information from this file is only sent to Epic if you choose to import your Steam friends, and then only hashed IDs of your friends are sent and no other information from the file, wrote Vogel. Companies can get into a lot of trouble if they don't spell out what data they're asking for and whether you want to submit that data at all. Concerns over collected data ending up in the hands of the Chinese government via Tencent, which owns a majority of Epic, were also addressed. Epic is controlled by Tim Sweeney, said Vogel. We have lots of external shareholders, none of whom have access to customer data. Sweeney himself eventually joined the conversation, admitting that the app should only access the local config.vdf file after someone chooses to import Steam friends. The current implementation is a remnant left over from our rush to implement social features in the early days of Fortnite. It's actually my fault for pushing the launcher's team to support it super quickly, and then identifying that we had to change it. Since this issue came to the forefront, we're going to fix it, said the CEO. There is no evidence of Epic spying or stealing your data, and if there was, considering the popularity of Fortnite, an average coder or hacker would have figured it out by now. Since this is a flavor of Chromium, there's plenty of handshaking and communication between client browsers and web servers. All I can say is that it runs off a bunch of packages from Node.js. Wow. Some have already used Fiddler, a debugging tool for packets, and some do and don't know how to use it. Check out the Reddit post yourself. For everyone bashing on Epic Games Launcher and giving you the option of importing friends lists from a competing platform easily, how do you think that's even possible? The way it usually goes is there's an API to do so provided by the first party, in this case Steam. And that's about it. And I just did a search, and yes, there is a Steam API with a function call called, get ready for it, get friend list. This is all normal operation. I've poked around in the local config.vdf file, and it mostly has some enumerated values, some straight text, some hashes, a huge list of CDNs, avatars, app tickets, and yes, the friends list. And aside from the avatar entry values, it's mostly straight text and hash values. But hey, what do I know? I'm just a software developer. Yes, it's sad you won't get whatever game you wanted on the platform of your choice on the day of release, but in the case of Outer Worlds, you have two options, Epic or the Windows Store. Someone was eventually going to compete with someone. That's how the marketplace works. Someone will eventually compete with Steam, Google, Apple, Microsoft, etc. Epic is giving developers a higher cut of revenue, a lump sum fee, and potential support for marketing and updates, all for a year of exclusivity. And in some cases, it Seems like you don't even need the launcher to run the game. I don't seem to recall this hoopla when Mass Effect 3 came out exclusively on Origin. Steam better start waking up and start improving its services, its features, its business model, offering more revenue to developers, and hopefully start making some games again. That would be the best response.